Welcome on this tutorial. Wish all you are well. In last tutorial I have discussed how to interface ESP8266 module to access it with AT commands. I have shown hardware connections to access ESP8266 through my desktop. If you haven't seen, please go through previous tutorial. In this tutorial I shall discuss working of AT commands. I am using same hardware setup for the explanation of AT commands. Go through the tutorial, subscribe. It will encourage me to upload more and more important tutorials. 4 types of AT commands: test, query, set and execute. Test command returns internal parameters and their range of values. Query command returns current value of parameter. Set command sets value of parameters in commands and runs these commands. Execute command runs commands without parameters. Test commands are written as AT plus command is equal to question mark. Query commands are written AT plus command question mark. Set command are written as AT plus command is equal to the parameter, and execute command is written as AT plus command. For example, this is CWMOD. C may be for command, W may be for Wi-Fi related. And CW mode, this command is used to select the Wi-Fi mode for this ESP8266. So AT plus CW mode is equal to question mark. This returns which modes are supported, means provision of modes. AT plus CW mode question mark, this provides the current mode, means at present in which mode the ESP8266 is working. AT plus CW mode is equal to, here we will put the mode parameter, that is 1, 2 or 3 to select for particular mode of operation. Not all AT commands support all 4 variations just mentioned. The default baud rate I need to select here is 115200. All the AT commands have to be capitalized and must end with a new line. There are around 88 AT commands for ESP8266 Wi-Fi module. Among them, I will explain few important of that. If we want to know about all the AT commands, we may go to the official ESP8266 AT command documentation from www.expressif.com. These are the AT commands which I will discuss. This AT plus GMR, AT plus RST, these are basic AT commands. These are the AT commands which are related with Wi-Fi setting, and these are few AT commands which are related with TCP IP connection, which I will discuss in this discussion. To show the execution of different AT commands, I am running Arduino IDE. Opening serial monitor. See here, baud rate I have selected 115200. And ending selection is selected as both new line and carry as written. Now at text box section I will write AT commands and I will see the output. I have written AT and hit enter. See, ESP8266 has sent the response as OK. I am clearing the output and again I am writing AT. Yes, it is OK. So when we got this OK response, I can be assured that ESP8266 has properly been connected with this PC and working perfectly. So this AT command, this is for testing at startup whether AT system is working correctly or not. Next, AT plus GMR. This AT plus GMR, this command is used to check AT version and SDK version. Now I am using AT plus GMR, enter. See here, this is AT version 1.2.0.0 and SDK version 1.5.4.1. Next, this command AT plus RST, this command is used to restart or reset the Wi-Fi module. I am not resetting now. Next, AT plus CW mode. This AT plus CW mode, this is used to set the Wi-Fi mode of operation. ESP8266 can be configured as station mode, soft access point mode, or combination of these two. Now to configure ESP8266 with these 3 types of mode, we will use AT plus CW mode. First I am checking what are the different modes ESP8266 can be configured. AT plus CW mode is equal to question mark. Enter. So by applying this test command, see here we got the parameter of this CW mode might be 1, 2 or 3. Now I am checking at present in which mode the ESP8266 has been configured. For that I am using CW mode question mark. Say plus CW mode is equal to 3 means at present ESP8266 has been configured as mode 3. So to find the present mode I have used query command. Now for setting ESP8266 with a particular mode I am using set command. AT plus CW mode is equal to, say I am setting this with mode 1. So after entering this I got OK response. I may check again whether the ESP8266 has been configured with this mode 1 or not. That's why I am using query command. See, CW mode is now 1. So by this way we can configure ESP8266 either in mode 1, mode 2 or mode 3. Now I am trying to explain a little what is this mode 1, mode 2 or mode 3. ESP8266 can be used as station mode, as access point mode just like router, and both the combination of these two means as station mode and access point mode. As station mode, from this figure, this is ESP8266. While this will be used as a station mode, it can be connected with any router or any access point. Say this is the access point. This access point generating the Wi-Fi signal, and this station can be connected with this Wi-Fi network. Just like we connect our laptop or desktop to the internet through the router. Similarly, as a station, we can connect this ESP8266 with internet through the access point. So this is how ESP8266 can be used as a station, and to configure ESP8266 as a station, CW mode parameter need to be set with 1. So the command will be AT plus CW mode is equal to 1. Now as a access point, just like our router or hotspot, when the ESP8266 will be used as an access point, it will be capable to generate Wi-Fi signal. And to set up ESP8266 as an access point, this is normally termed as soft access point, we will set the parameter of AT plus CW mode is equal to 2. When ESP8266 will be configured as soft access point, it will be capable to generate the Wi-Fi signal, and different stations like laptop, mobile, we will be able to connect this laptop or mobile with this access point through the Wi-Fi network generated by this ESP8266. So to operate ESP8266 as a soft access point, we will set it by applying the command AT plus CW mode is equal to 2. We can also configure ESP8266 as both of this mode. Means ESP8266 can be used as a station mode as well as ESP8266 can be used as a access point mode simultaneously. For that case, it will be configured as a parameter with 3. Means the command will be AT plus CW mode is equal to 3. When ESP8266 is configured as mode 3, it is capable to connect with the Wi-Fi network generated by the access point, as well as ESP8266 is capable to generate Wi-Fi signal through which any station can be connected with this network. So this is how ESP can be used as station as well as soft access point. Next command AT plus CW LAP. This command is used to list out all available Wi-Fi network in the reach of ESP. Means this command gives all the Wi-Fi signal ESP is sensing. So applying AT plus CW LAP, enter, we got list of all Wi-Fi signals which are sensed by this ESP8266. This first one and third one are the Wi-Fi signals generated by my mobile's hotspot. The different parameters here, the first parameter, this is the encryption. This value may be 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. 0 indicates no encryption is there, but 3 here, there is a particular type of Wi-Fi password protected. This is the SSD, means the name of Wi-Fi router or access point. This parameter is the strength of signal. Inside this double quotation mark, this indicates the MAC address of my mobile, that is the access point. Next command is AT plus CWJAP. This command is used to join with access point. Now I am joining my ESP with access point whose SSID is Shubhodip and password is. Now hit enter. Say Wi-Fi connected. Now my ESP has been connected with Wi-Fi signal whose SSID is Shubhodip. Now I can check in which network my ESP8266 has been connected. For that case, I am using the query command AT plus CWJAP question mark. See, the response indicates that my ESP8266 is now connected with the Wi-Fi network whose SSID is Shubhodip, and inside this double quotation, this is MAC address of access point. Here in this case, it is the mobile which is generating the Wi-Fi signal. Next command is AT plus CWQAP. This QAP is quit from access point. This is used to disconnect from AP. So for disconnecting from this access point, I am applying AT plus CWQAP, enter. See, the response is Wi-Fi disconnected. I may check it also by using CWJAP question mark. Say indication is no AP, means at present ESP8266 has not been connected with any access point. Next instruction is AT plus CIFSR. This instruction is used to get the local IP address of ESP8266. I am explaining this command in details, clearing the output. At present my ESP8266 is not connected with any access point, and I am starting the explanation of this command with selecting the mode 1. Means my ESP8266 is now in station mode. Now I am using this AT plus CIFSR. Say this is the station IP address and it is 0000. As at present ESP is not connected with any access point, so the default IP of this station is 0000. Now I am connecting my ESP8266 with one access point whose SSID is Shubhodip, enter. Now my ESP8266 is connected with this SSID. Say Wi-Fi connected, Wi-Fi got IP. Again I am checking IP address of ESP8266, AT plus CIFSR. Say now the station IP address is 192.168.43.25 and at present ESP is connected with the access point, that is the router which is the mobile hotspot. Now I am using same command when ESP8266 is in mode 2. Means now ESP8266 is acting as access point. While I have set ESP8266 in mode 2, say it is given the indication that Wi-Fi disconnected. As ESP8266 is in mode 2, so it has no capability to operate as station mode and cannot be connected now with any access point. That's why it is showing Wi-Fi disconnected. Now checking the IP address again. See, this is the default IP address. Now ESP is acting as a access point, means it has the capability to generate Wi-Fi signal, and IP address of this access point is 192.168.4.1. Now checking the IP address when ESP is in mode 3. Mode 3 means access point as well as the station mode. Again checking IP address AT plus CIFSR. Say what is here. This is access point IP address as well as station IP address. As now ESP8266 is in mode 3, so it has both capabilities, means the ESP8266 can be used as access point as well as the station. This is the default access point IP, that is 192.168.4.1, and this is the station IP. The default station IP 0000. Why this is 0? Because at present as a station ESP8266 is not connected with any access point. So if the ESP8266 is connected with any Wi-Fi signal generated by another access point, this station IP will be changed. Now I am showing what will be the nature of this station IP when ESP8266 is acting in mode 3 and it is connected with external Wi-Fi signal. For that, I am first connecting it with the Wi-Fi signal generated by my mobile hotspot, whose SSID is Shubhadeep and password is this. Enter. Say it is showing Wi-Fi connected. So now my ESP8266 is in mode 3. It is acting as access point as well as the station. As a station, it is connected with this Wi-Fi. Now checking again the IP address. 80 plus CIFSR, enter. Now see what is the difference between the previous response and this response. The access point IP is same, but station IP has been changed. In previous case it was 0000. Now it is 192.168.43.25. Now my ESP is acting as station as well as the access point. As a access point, IP address of that ESP8266 is this one. As a station, IP address is this one. As a station, this is connected with Wi-Fi signal generated by my mobile hotspot. Next command is AT plus CWSAP. This command is used to configure the ESP Wi-Fi module in soft AP mode. This command is applicable while ESP8266 is set as mode 2 or mode 3. First, I am setting ESP8266 as mode 2. Now, as ESP8266 will be used as access point, like router, it must have SSID name as well as password. So before setting any name and password, I am checking what is the present SSID name and password. Using AT plus CWSAP question mark, enter. Say this is the present SSID name and this is the password. It is to be noted that this password should be at least 8 characters. What are these other parameters? This 6 is the channel ID. This first 4 is the encryption method. 4 indicates the password protected. Second 4, this is the number of maximum stations that can be connected with this access point. And this 0 indicates that SSID is broadcasted. Now, if I want to change the name of SSID and the password, say I want to change the name and name of SSID say Shubho and password say Shubho1234. The password should be 8 characters and I am configuring other parameter as 1, 4, 4, 0. Enter. The response is OK. I can check again whether the SSID name and password has been changed or not using this query command. Say now the present SSID name is Shubho and password is Shubho1234. This one is the channel ID, this is the encryption, it is password protected. 4 is the maximum number of stations that is permitted to connect with this ESP access point, and this is the indication of SSID is broadcasted. Now in my mobile I am disabling hotspot and enabling Wi-Fi. Settings, network and internet, enabling Wi-Fi. See, these are the different Wi-Fi network. Now my mobile Wi-Fi facility is sensing. The Wi-Fi which is generated by my ESP, the SSID of that Wi-Fi is this Shubho. So I am connecting with that Wi-Fi signal generated by my ESP. Touching on Shubho. Connected. Good. So my mobile is now connected with the Wi-Fi signal which is generated by ESP8266. Later I will show how to interchange data from ESP8266 and mobile. I can connect my desktop and laptop also with this Wi-Fi generated by ESP8266. Now my mobile is connected with the Wi-Fi generated by ESP8266. If I want to get IP address of ESP access point, I may use AT plus CIFSR. Now see, this is 192.168.4.1. This is the default IP address of ESP8266 when it is acting as a access point. If we want to get the IP address of station which is connected with this ESP8266 at present, I may use the command AT plus CWLIF 192.168.4.2. This is the IP address of my mobile and this is the MAC address of my mobile which is now connected with this ESP8266. Now I am explaining these commands related with TCP IP connection. First one is AT plus chip max. This is used to enable or disable multiple connections. The default mode is single connection mode. AT plus chip max. I may use AT plus chip max is equal to 0 for single connection, or I can say for disabling multiple connection. And if we want to enable the multiple connection, this AT plus chip max will be 1. So hitting enter, response is okay, means now I have set the system as multiple connection, means I have enabled multiple connection. Next command is AT plus chip start. This command is used to establish TCP, UDP or SSL connection. Before starting this AT plus chip start command, I am configuring my ESP as station. So AT plus CW mode is equal to 1. I need to connect my ESP with a particular access point. I am connecting access point whose SSID is Android AP984B. This is another SSID from my mobile hotspot. Connecting with it. Wi-Fi connected. Now I am using chip start to get a TCP connection with ThingSpeak. I am using AT plus chip start command for TCP connection with a server thingspeak.com. So the command is AT plus chip start. First parameter is 0. This is the ID of network connection. The value of this might be 0 to 4 for the case of multiple connection. This is the type of connection which is I am using here as TCP. And this is the server name. I may use the IP address or domain name. This is thingspeak.com. And the port 80. This is the default port for HTTP connection. Hit enter. Say the indication is 0, connect. The 0 is the ID of network connection, which I have mentioned here, and it indicates that yes, now ESP8266 is now connected with the server thingspeak.com. Next command, AT plus chip send. This command is used to send the data. To use this command, I am writing here AT plus chip send is equal to, I need to set this command with the parameter. This command might be used in two ways. One is multiple connection and another one is single connection. For the case of single connection, I need to mention here just length, and for the case of multiple connection, I need to mention the link ID and the length. The link ID is 0 in this case, and the length I need to mention here. The data which I will send, the total number of characters and the line feed and carriers return will be added, and the total number of character will be mentioned here. Say if the total number of character is 12, I need to provide the value here and enter. After applying this command AT plus chip send is equal to 0, 12, this OK response and this greater this symbol will come. At that moment, I need to send the data whose character length will be equal to the length here I have mentioned. As an example here it is 12. When the data length defined by this length is met, the transmission of data will start. If the connection cannot be established or get disrupted during the data transmission, the system will return an error signal. I'll show you later with exact example how data can be communicated. Now the next command is AT plus chip close. This is used to close the TCP, UDP or SSL connection. To show AT plus chip close command, I am getting the connection with the thingspeak.com. Indication is 0, this is the link ID, and this is connect, this is the indication of connection. And for closing the connection, I am using AT plus chip close is equal to 0. 0 is the link ID. Say the indication is closed. So by this way, I can close connection of ESP8266 from server. Next command is AT plus chip status. This command is used to get the connection status whether ESP station is connected with any AP or not. Again, this command gives the status of TCP UDP transmission. First, disconnecting ESP from any access point using AT plus CWQAP for quitting from any access point. Wi-Fi disconnected. Now using this chip status command, AT plus chip status. See what is the status? Status is equal to 5. Now I am showing what is the indication of this 5. See, the first parameter is the status. Status is showing with this value 2, 3, 4 and 5. What is the indication of 2? 2 is the ESP8266 station is connected to an AP and its IP is obtained. Means when ESP8266 will be connected with any access point, then the status code will be 2. What is 3? The ESP8266 station has created a TCP or UDP transmission. Just like the previous example, if the ESP is communicated or connected with any server with this TCP or UDP connection, then the status code will be 3. What is 4? The TCP or UDP transmission of ESP8266 station is disconnected. Means when ESP will be disconnected from TCP or UDP transmission or connection, the indication will be 4. What is 5? If the ESP8266 station does not connect to an AP. Just in this example, I have disconnected the ESP8266 from AP. So here it is showing status code as 5. If the status is 3, means ESP station has created a TCP or UDP connection, then this command will provide extra information with plus chip status. What is the parameter? With this plus chip status, it will provide the link ID, it will provide the type of connection, remote IP, remote port, local port, and last one is T-type. It is the indication whether ESP8266 runs as a client or server. Now I am connecting ESP with an access point whose SSID is Android AP984B. Enter. As I have connected, again I am using this chip status to get the status. It should show 2. See, the status is 2, means this is the indication that now ESP is connected with an AP. Now to show when the status will be 3. If there will be any TCP or UDP connection, then the status will be 3. Now I am showing it connecting ESP8266 with thingspec.com. Say connection is connected. Now getting the status. Say status is 3. 3 means it is showing that there is a TCP or UDP transmission in between ESP and any server. And this is the chip status plus chip status indicates that this 0 is the link ID, this TCP connection, this is remote IP, means in this case IP of this thingspec.com, this is port, remote port, and this is the local port, means related to ESP, and the 0 indicates that ESP8266 now running as a client. If you wait a few moments without any activity, then automatically the connection became closed. Here it indicates that connection means TCP UDP transmission is closed. So if at this moment I am again check the status, say what it should show, say status is equal to 4. What is this 4? I have already shown it. The 4 indicates that the TCP or UDP transmission of ESP8266 station is disconnected. The next command is AT plus chip server. This command is used to create or delete a TCP server. This command we need to use when ESP8266 will be used as a server. How we will use this command? We will write AT plus chip server is equal to 1 for creating ESP8266 as a server. It's okay, means now the ESP will act as a server, ESP will function as a server, and if we want to delete, we will use 0. It's okay. After using AT plus chip server is equal to 0, it deleted the TCP server. So here all the commands which I wanted to explain, I think I have explained all the commands as details as possible by me. The next tutorial will be the continuation of this tutorial, where I will discuss how to start ESP8266 as a server and connect with a client, how to update server data. I will use the thingspec.com by the ESP client, etc.